A farewell, by Fanny Kemble. I shall come no more to the cedar hall, the fairest palace beside the stream, where the yellow sun rays of morning fall through where tresses dark with a mellow gleam. I shall tread no more the thick dewy lawn, when the young moon hangs on the brow of night, nor see the morning at early dawn shake the fading stars from the robes of light. I shall fly no more on my fiery steed over the springing sword, through the twilight wood, nor rein my courser and check my speed by the lonely grange and the haunted flood. At fragrant noon I shall lie no more, 'neath the oak's broad shade in the leafy dell. The sun is set, the day is over, the summer is past. Farewell, farewell. A Spirit's Voice, by Fanny Kemble. It is the dawn, the rosy day awakes, from her bright hair pale showers of dew she shakes, and through the heavens her earthly pathway takes. Why art thou sleeping? It is the noon, the sun looks laughing down on hamlet still, on busy shore and town, on forest glade and deep dark waters lone. Why art thou sleeping? It is the sunset, daylight's crimson veil floats over the mountain tops, while twilight pale calls up her vaporous shrouds from every vale. Why art thou sleeping? It is the night, over the moon's livid brow, like shadowy locks the clouds the darkness throw. All evil spirits wake to wonder now. Why art thou sleeping? Absence, by Fanny Kemble. What shall I do with all the days and hours that must be counted ere I see thy face? How shall I charm the interval that lowers between this time and that sweet time of grace? Shall I in slumber steep each very sense, weary with longing? Shall I flee away into past days, and with some fond pretence cheat myself to forget the present day? Shall love away lay on my soul the sin of casting from my God's great gift of time? Shall I with mists of memory lock within, leave and forget life's purpose sublime? Oh, how, or by what means, may I contrive to bring the hour that brings we back more near? How may I teach my drooping hope to live until that blessed time and woe art here? I'll tell thee, for thy sake I will lay hold of all good aims, and consecrate to thee in worthy deeds each moment that is told, while thou, beloved one, art far from me. For thee I will arouse my thoughts to try all heavenward flights, all high and holy strains. For thy dear sake I will walk patiently through these long hours, nor call their minutes pains. I will this very blank of absence make a noble task time, and will therein strive to follow excellence and to overtake more good than I have won, since yet I live. So may this doomed time build up in me 1,000 graces which shall thus be wine. So may my love and longing hallowed be, and thy dear thought and influence divine. An Evening Song, by Fanny Kemble. Good night, love. May heaven's brightest stars watch over thee. Good angels speed their wings and cover thee, and through the night, so dark and still, spirits of light charm thee from ill. My heart is hovering round thy dwelling place. Good night, dear love. God bless thee with his grace. Good night, love. Soft lullabies the night wind sings to thee, and on its wings sweet odors bring to thee. And in thy dreaming may all things dear with gentle seeming come smiling near. My knees are bowed, my hands are clasped in prayer. Good night, dear love. God keep thee in his care. Fate, by Fanny Kemble. Better trust all and be deceived, and reap with trust and with deceiving, than doubt one heart that if believing had blessed one's life have true believing. Own this mocking world too fast, the doubting fiend overtakes our youth. Better to be cheated to the last than lose the blessed hope of truth. Farewell to Italy, by Fanny Kemble. Farewell awhile, beautiful Italy. My lonely bark is launched upon the sea that clasps thy shore, and the soft evening gale breathes from thy coast and fills my parting sail. Ere morning dawn, a cooler breeze will come, and bear me onward to my northern home. That home where the pale sun is not so bright, so glorious, at this noonday's fiercest height, as when he throws his last glance over the sea, and fires the heavens that glow farewell on thee. Fair Italy, perchance some future day upon thy coast again will see me stray. Meantime farewell. I sorrow as I leave thy lovely shore behind me, as men grieve when bending over a form around whose charms, unconquered yet, death wins his icy arms. While leaving the last kiss on some dear cheek, where beauty sheds a last autumnal streak, life's rosy flower just mantling into bloom before it fades forever in the tomb. So I leave thee, oh, thou art lovely still, despite the clouds of infamy and ill that gather thickly round thy fading form. Still glow thy glorious skies, as bright and warm, still memory lingers fondly on thy strand, and genius hails thee still her native land, land of my soul's adoption. Over the sea thy sunny shore is fading rapidly, from my gaze it dies, till like a line of distant light it lies, a melting boundary twixt earth and sky, and now 'tis gone. Farewell, fair Italy. Lines on a Sleeping Child, by Fanny Kemble. O child, who to this evil world art come, led by the unseen hand of him who guards thee. Welcome unto this dungeon house, my home. Welcome to all the woes this life awards thee. Upon thy forehead yet the badge of sin hath worn no trace, or look'st as though from heaven but pain and guilt and misery lie within, poor exile, from thy happy birthland driven. Thine eyes are steeled by the soft hand of sleep, and like unruffled waves where slumber seems. The time's at hand when thou must wake to weep, or sleeping walk a restless world of dreams. How oft, as day by day life's burden lies, heavier and darker on thy fainting soul, wilt thou towards heaven turn thy weary eyes, and long in bitterness to reach the goal. How oft wilt thou upon time's flinty road gaze at thy far-off early days, and vain, weeping? How oft wilt thou cast down thy load, and curse and pray when take it up again? How many times shall the fiend hope extend her poisonous chalice to thy thirsty lips? How oft shall love its wooing sunshine lend, to leave thee only a more dark eclipse? How oft shall sorrow strain thee in a grasp? How oft shall sin laugh at thine overthrow? How oft shall doubt, despair, and anguish clasp their knotted arms around thine aging brow? Our living soul, hail to thy narrow cage, spirit of light, hail to thy gloaming cave. Welcome to longing youth, to loathing age, welcome immortal, welcome to the grave. Lines written at night by Fanny Kemble. O thou surpassing beauty, that dost live shrined in yon silent stream of glorious light. Spirit of harmony, which through the vast and cloud embroidered canopy art spreading thy wings, but our shadowy earth hang brooding like a pale silver haze, betwixt the moon of the world's dark orb. Beautiful hail, hail to thee from a midnight throne of ether. Night looks upon the slumbering universe. There is no breeze on silver-crowned tree, there is no breath on dew-bespangled flower, there is no wind sighs on the sleepy wave, there is no sound hangs in the solemn air. All are silent, all are dreaming, all save those eternal eyes that now shine forth winking the slumberous destinies. The moon sails on the horizon's verge, a moving glory, pure and unrivaled, for no paler orb approaches to invade the sea of light that lives around her, save your little star that sparkles on a robe of fleecy clothes, like a bright gem fallen from a radiant brow. Return by Fanny Kemble. And the bright sun back on his yearly road comes towards us, his great glory seems to me, as from the sky he pours it all abroad, a golden herald, my beloved, of we. When from the south the gentle winds do blow, calling the flowers that sleep beneath the earth, it sounds like sweetest music that doth go before their coming, full of laugh and mirth. When one by one the violets appear, opening their purple breasts so modestly, to greet the virgin daughter of the year, each seems a fragrant prophecy of we. For with the spring thou shalt return again, wherefore the wind, the flower, and clear sunshine, a double worship for my heart obtain, a laugh and welcome not their own but thine. The Death Song by Fanny Kemble. Mother, mother, my heart is wild, hold me upon your bosom, dear, do not frown on your own poor child, death is darkly drawing near. Mother, mother, the bitter shame eats into my very soul, a longing laugh like a ripping flame burns me away without control. Mother, mother, upon my brow, the clammy death's sweet coldly rise, how dim and strange your features grow, through the hot mist that veils my eyes. Mother, mother, sing me the song, thy song, on sunny August eves, the rustling barley fields along, binding up the ripe red sheaves. Mother, mother, I do not hear your voice, but his, oh guard me well, his breathing makes me faint, my fears, clasping arms around me still. Mother, mother, unbind my rest, upon my heart lies his first token, lay me in my narrow nest, here with a blossom crushed and broken. The Parting by Fanny Kemble. 'Twas a fit hour for parting, for Edward the leaden sky, where the clouds come gathering and sailing gloomily. The earth was drunk with heaven's tears, and each moaning autumn breeze shook the burthen of its weeping over overladen trees. The waterfall washed, swollen down in the gloaming still and grey, with a foam breath on the angry brow of each wave that flashed away. My tears were mingling with the rain that fell so cool and fast, and my spirit felt my low deep sigh through the wind and roaring blast. The beauty of the summer woods lay rustling around our feet, and all fair things had passed away, 'twas an hour for parting meet. The Wind by Fanny Kemble. Night comes upon the earth, and fearfully arise the mighty winds, and sweep along in the full chorus of a midnight song. The waste of heavy clouds that veil the sky roll like a murky scroll before them driven, and show faint glimpses of a darker heaven. No ray is away of moon or pale-eyed star. Darkness is on the universe, save where the western sky lies glimmering, faint and far, with day's red embers dimly glowing where. Hark! How the wind comes gathering in its course, and sweeping onward with resistless force, howls through the silent space of starless skies, and on the breast of the swollen ocean dies. O thou art terrible, thou viewless power, that ridest destroying at the midnight hour. We hear thy mighty pinion, but the eye knows nothing of thine awful majesty. We see all mute creation bow before thy viewless wings, as thou carest over this rocking world, but in the boundless sky suspended vibrates as thou rushed by. Terror is no terror in the lightning's glare, that breaks its red track through the trackless air. There is no terror in the voice that speaks from out the clouds when the loud thunder breaks over the earth, like that which dwells in thee, O unseen tenant of immensity. To a picture by Fanny Kemble. O serious eyes, how is it that the light, the burning rays that mine pour into ye, still find ye cool and dead and dark as night? O lifeless eyes, can ye not answer me? O lips whereon mine own so often dwell, have love's warm, fearful, thrilling touch no spell to waken sense in ye, or misery? O breathless lips, can ye not speak to me, O soulless mimicry of life? My tears fall scalding over thee in vain, in vain. I press thee to my heart, whose hopes and fears are all thine own. Thou dar'st not feel the strain, O woe dull image! Wilt thou not reply to my fond prayers and wild idolatry? To a Star by Fanny Kemble. Thou little star that in the purple clouds hangs like a dewdrop in a violet bed, first gem of evening glittering on the shrouds, midst whose dark folds the day lies pale and dead. As from my tears my soul looks up to thee, loathing the heavy chains that bind it here. There comes a fearful thought that misery perhaps is found even in thy distant sphere. Art thou a world of sorrow and of sin, the heritage of death, disease, decay, a wilderness like what we wander in, where all things fairest soonest pass away? And are there graves in thee, thou radiant world, around which life's sweetest buds that fall withered, where hope's bright wings on the dark earth lie furled, and living hearts are mouldering with the dead? Perchance we do not die, but dwell in thee, perchance there is a darker doom, when ours, unchanging woe and endless misery, and mourning that have neither days nor hours, horrible dream! O dark and dismal path, where I now weeping walk, I will not leave thee. Earth has one boon for all her children, death. Open thy arms, O mother, and receive me. Take off the bitter burthen from the slave, give me my birthright, give the grave, the grave. To my guardian angel, by Fanny Kemble. Merciful Spirit, who thy bright throne above hast left, to wander through this dismal earth with me, poor child of sin. Angel of love, whose guardian wings hang o'er me from my birth, and who still walkest unwearied by my side, how oft, O thou compassionate, must thou mourn over the wayward deeds, the thoughts of pride, that thy pure eyes behold? How oft, O thou compassionate, must thou mourn over the wayward deeds, the thoughts of pride, that thy pure eyes behold? Yet not aside from thy sad task dar'st thou in anger turn, but patiently thou hast but gazed and sighed, and followed still, striving with the divine powers of thyself for mastery over mine. And though all line of human hope be past, still fondly watching, hoping to the last. To the dead, by Fanny Kemble. On the lone water shore wander I yet, brooding those moments o'er I should forget, till the broad foaming surge warns me to fly, while despair's whispers urge to stay and die. When the night's solemn watch falls on the sea, 'tis her voice that I catch in the low breeze. And the moon sheds her light on things below, beams not her rays so bright, like my young bro. Spirit immortal, say, when wilt thou come to marshal me the way to my long home? To the Nightingale, by Fanny Kemble. How passing sad, listen, it sings again. Art thou a sparrow that amongst the moors, the livelong day dost chant that wondrous strain, making one Dian stop her silver brows out of the clouds to hear thee? Who shall say, thou lone one, that thy melody is gay? Let him come listen now to that one note that thou art pouring o'er and o'er again, through the sweet echoes of thy mellow throat, with such a sobbing sound of deep, deep pain. A pilfrey cheese thy song, for from my heart thou hast made memory's bitter waters start, and filled my very eyes with the soul's rain. To the Picture of a Lady, by Fanny Kemble. Lady, sweet lady, I behold thee yet, with a pale brow, brown eyes, and solemn air, and billowy tresses of thy golden hair, which once to see is never to forget. But for short space I gazed, with soul intent upon thee, and voluminous art divine, meantime I poured all the spirit into mine. But once I gazed, when on my way I went, and thou art still before me, like a dream of what our soul has loved and lost forever. Thy vision dwells with me, and though I never may be so blessed as to behold thee more, but one shorter look has stamped thee in my heart, of my intensest life a living part, which time and death shall never triumph over. To the Spring, by Fanny Kemble. Hail to thee, spirit of hope, whom man could spring, youngest and fairest of the four, who guide our mortal year along. Time's rapid tide, spirit of life, the old decried earth has heard thy voice, and at a wondrous birth, forth springing from a dark, mysterious womb, 1,000 germs of light and beauty come. Their breath is on the waters, and we leap from the bright winter-woven fetters free. Along the shore where sparkling billows sweep, and greet we with a gush of melody. The air is full of music, wild and sweet, made by the joyous waving of the trees, wherein 1,000 winged minstrels meet, and by the work-song of the early bees, and the white blossom fondly murmuring, and founts that in the blessed sunshine sing. Hail to thee, maiden with the bright blue eyes, and showy robe all stepped in starry dew. Hail to thee, as thou ridest through the skies, upon the rainbow car of various hue. Venice, the Fanny Kemble. Night in a dark array steals o'er the ocean, and with departed day hushed seems its motion. Slowly over yon blue coast onward she's treading, till its dark line is lost 'neath the whale's breathing. The bark on the rippling deep hath found a pillow, and the pale moonbeams sleep on the green billow. Bound by an emerald zone Venice is lying, and round her marble crown night winds are sighing. From the high lattice now bright eyes are gleaming, with seamoon night's dark brow brighter stars beaming. Now o'er the bright lagoon light barks are dancing, 'neath silver moons swift oars are glancing. Strains from the mandolin steal over the water, echo replies between to mirth and laughter. O'er the waves seen afar, brilliantly shining, gleams like a fallen star, Venice reclining. Woman's Love by Fanny Kemble. A maiden meek with solemn steadfast eyes, full of eternal constancy and fate, and smiling lips, through whose soft portal sighs truly holy voice a very balmy breath. So journeys she along life's crowded way, keeping her soul's sweet counsel from all side. No pomp nor vanity lead her astray, nor aught that man call dazzling, fair or bright. For pity sometimes doth she pause and stay, woes whom she meeteth mourning for her heart, knows well in suffering how to bear its part. Patiently lives she through each dreary day, looking with little hope unto the morrow, and still she walketh hand in hand with sorrow. Written after leaving West Point by Fanny Kemble. The hours are past, love, our fled way not too fast, love. Those happy hours when down the mountainside we saw the rosy mists of morning light, and hand in hand went forth upon our way, full of young life and hope to meet the day. The hours are past, love, our fled way not too fast, love. Those sunny hours when from the midday heat we saw the waterfall with loitering feet, and o'er the rocks that lock the gleaming pool crept down into its depths so dark and cool. The hours are past, love, our fled way not too fast, love. Those solemn hours when through the violet sky, alike without a cloud, without a ray, a round red autumn moon came glowingly, while over the leaden waves our boat made way. The hours are past, love, our fled way not too fast, love. Those blessed hours when the brighter day was past, and in the world we seemed to wake alone, when heart to heart beat throbbingly and fast, and love was melting our two souls in one. Written after spending a day at West Point by Fanny Kemble. Were they but dreams? Upon the darkening world evening comes down, the wings of fire are furled, on which the day soared to the sunny west. The moon sits calmly like a solid rester, looking upon the never-resting earth. All things in heaven wait on the solemn birth of night, but where has led the happy dream that at this hour last night our life did seem? Where are the mountains with their tangled hair, the leafy hollow and the rocky stair? Where are the shadows of the solemn hills, and the fresh music of the summer reds? Where are the wood paths winding long and steep, and the great glorious river broad and deep, and the thick copses where soft breezes meet, and the white torn snowy leaping feet, the rustling rocking walls, the running streams? Where are they all? Gone, gone. Were they but dreams? And where, oh where are the light footsteps gone, that from the mountainside came dancing down? The voices full of mirth, the loving eyes, the happy hearts, the human paradise, the youth, the laugh, the life that revelled here, are they too gone? Upon time's shadowy bier the pale cold hours of joys now past are laid, perhaps not soon for memory's gaze to fade, but never to be reckoned o'er again. And all life's future store of bliss and pain. From the bright eyes the sunshine may depart, youth flies, love dies, and from the joyous heart hope's gushing fountain ebbs to soon away, nor spares one drop for what disastrous day. And from the barren waste of afterlife, the weariness, the worldliness, the strife, the soul looks over the desert of its way to the green gardens of its early day. The paradise for which we vainly mourn, the heaven to which our lingering eyes still turn, to which our footsteps never shall return.